All right, guys, welcome to another edition of the weekly live chat. If you join me, I believe it was on Sunday night. If you join me Sunday night or you're in the Discord, you know I've been fighting off an illness like crazy. I believe that was, let me see, that was November 4th. Was that Sunday? It was Monday night. I was live Monday night. Or no, maybe that was Sunday into Monday. I don't know. But yeah, I've been fighting off an illness like crazy. And, I said, you know what? The show must go on. I didn't make any content on, technically I think I dropped a video on Monday. I dropped my predictions on Monday. Yeah, but I was like, you know what? I got to drop a video tonight and I got to do my weekly live chat. I apologize in advance for my voice. I apologize for probably me having to take multiple breaks to blow my nose during the stream and clear my throat. And I'm starting to feel a little bit better. But I never felt as bad as I did last night. I had the craziest night ever. I was sweating and my teeth were chattering. And it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I took a test. I have COVID. I took it. That's the first time I had it since 2021. I had it once in 2021. Never had it since. And yeah. So I guess I got it. I don't know. I don't know how I got it, and it is what it is. But we're gonna fight through it. I don't care. I'm here for you boys to talk MMA. What's up, guys? What's up, Fries? Hold Chandler now. He's 6 feet from the edge, thinking maybe 6 feet so far down. I don't think Chandler Oliveira's off. I covered it in my video. I just dropped the video about UFC 309. If you guys care to go check it out. I struggled. I had to re-record that like 3-4 times from the beginning because I kept messing up in the beginning when I was talking. But yeah. Who should Max fight when he returns? Probably Dustin Poirier for the BMF would be my guess. That's the fight that I think makes the most sense. If I'm being honest here. There's a chance I record another video tonight. If not, I'll at least do the research for the video tonight. I know Colby did an interview where he's lying about, I wanted to fight Shavkat. I don't know what else he said. I haven't watched the interview yet. But yeah, I'll watch it and I'll suffer through it for you boys and make a video if it deems necessary. You saw the new update for 309. Define what you mean the new update for 309. But yeah, I'm also going to try to make a video for the McGregor allegations. I have to look into it a little bit more. I've been following some updates online, but that's it. You're early. How you feeling? I'm feeling okay. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I just started, Nick. Saw the video. I think the insight is still on too. The insight. What do you mean? Will Hamzat be a champion? I believe so. I believe so. He will. I believe he will be the champion. When is Fiziev coming back? No idea. Hi, Joey. What's going on? Yeah, I talked about that in my new video. Weidman being on the prelims was a good move. Damn. Yeah, but Chris Weidman deserves to be on the prelims. Dude's a scrub. I can't wait to see him retire. I hope Eric Anders just slumps him out. Because if Eric Anders slumps him out, he's going to have to retire. There's no doubt about it. He had no business, absolutely no business being on the main card. There's no way. Good evening. Dustin is up 2-0 on Max. Dustin and Justin should settle the score. Max and Chandler, Hooker or Oliveira for BMF. Okay. I don't mind that. I don't mind all those ideas. I think Dustin Gaethje does make a lot of sense. I think it makes a lot of sense because they are 1-1. And, you know, I feel like we didn't we didn't get enough out of that second fight, if we're being honest. We didn't get enough out of that second fight. Thank you for the 99 cents, Pat. Thank you for the poverty donation, bro. Thank you. If Jones happened to lose his dogs, or if they died, would he still be a pound-for-pound fighter? I don't know. That'd be up to Dana. I would say probably not. He would have to get 2 full-grown German Shepherds if he wants to get back to the pound-for-pound rankings right now. Who do you think Bryce Mitchell is fighting? I don't know. I've seen that he has a fight. I don't know who he's going to fight. Imagine he fights Jean Silva. Seems like the UFC is really getting behind the fighting nerds. So maybe they throw him with Jean Silva. That'd be wild. Dude, Jean Silva would beat the fuck out of Bryce, I think. Any news on the interim for Shavkat? I believe it's going to be Shavkat Usman. Unless they're planning just to move the Shavkat fight elsewhere. That's what I'm thinking. Do you believe Colby went? No. The reason I believe Shavkat Usman is already a done deal is because Colby wouldn't offer to fight Shavkat unless he knew for sure Shavkat already had a fight. There's no way Colby has never mentioned Shavkat's name before. And the only time he's going to mention him is when he has a fight. It's got to be, 100%. Overlap, thank you for the $4.99. Any poverty donations are getting banned. And Joe, if you try me, I'll drop you right on your dome. This is Overlap, the best mod. Overlap, thank you for the $4.99. I like how you say that as you drop a poverty dono. For you, Overlap, that's a poverty dono. I'm used to seeing 20s and 50s from you, bro. And at least 10s. $4.99 is a poverty dono for you. You lucky you don't catch a ban right now. Glad you're tough it out. Yeah. I feel bad because the stream's kind of going to be shitty because my voice is going to sound like shit. But it is what it is. But yeah, I don't think Colby would offer up his services to fight Shavkat. If anyone believes that, they're dumber than they look. I truly believe that. If anyone believes that, they're dumber than they look. So, that's hilarious. Yeah, that was ironic. Appreciate you as always. Thank you. Colby said he's returning against JDM. How do you think the fight goes with Colby's wrestling and pace? You know, JDM isn't an embarrassing call. Is not an embarrassing call out. But you know why he's trying to potentially fight JDM, right? He's going to try to say that's a number 1 contender fight. And also, I think that JDM is one of the few younger up-and-coming guys that Colby could maybe beat. I wouldn't think he would beat him, but JDM does have suspect wrestling. Like, he's not beating Sean Brady. He's not beating Shavkat. He's never beaten Usman. He's not beating Gary. He's not even beating Gilbert or Joaquin Buckley or Jeff Neal. It's basically JDM or Wonderboy Thompson. Outside of that, who's he going to beat? I don't even think he beats... He probably beat Michael Venom Page. But yeah, I think JDM is the most manageable fight for him in the top, 5. It pisses me off that Colby hasn't flown further down the rankings. Pull Milk Tim. Thank you for the $2. Is that a super sticker? I think that's a super sticker. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Hey, Joey, I had COVID 2 weeks ago. Hope you get better. Thank you. I hope I do as well. It sucks for sure. But hey, man, multiple people had it a bunch of times. I only had it twice now total, so I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, that was ironic. Ban his ass. Colby's the worst. Colby's so annoying. Does Colby beat Buckley? Probably not, to be honest. If we're being honest, Colby probably doesn't beat Buckley. I don't think Colby would even take the Buckley fight. Damn, I'm actually shocked. This new video is doing well. It's got almost 4,000 views in an hour and 20. I'm happy with that. I've been slacking for 2 days, man. I felt weird, but I was just fucked up. I was really fucked up. So, COVID's one of those things you never truly get rid. You should do something to immune your immune system. I had it once in 2021 and then in early 2021, January 2021, and then now. So I like it. I had the flu earlier this year, which is crazy. My buddy had the flu, and I was in a car with him. And then come to find out he had the fucking flu. I was pissed. When are you going to shave? Probably never, bro. I'm growing out this beard. Colby should fight Burns. I think Burns beats Colby, if we're being honest. So, does Stipe make it out of the first round? I'm going to say yeah. We don't know where Stipe's at. Stylistically and skill-wise, we don't know if he's improved, regressed. We don't know how much he's been training. He's going to say he's always been training. I don't know how much he's been training. I don't know. I have no idea. Stipe is a massive question mark. And to be honest, so is Jones in a way. Jones fought for 2 minutes in the last however many days. So, it is what it is. What's good? There's 116 people watching, only 6 likes. It shows me 17 likes. But yeah, if you guys could like the stream, I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, liking the stream helps the algorithm. What's going on, Andy? Hope you're doing well. Only following for beard advice. There's channels that solely talk about having beards. The beard has gotten pretty crazy. It's a little misshapen right now just because I slept on it right after I got out of the shower. And then I tried to fix it a little bit because it was looking like it was like way over to the side. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. I don't got hair and makeup. I don't got hair and makeup before every video. So people will be like, Joey, why does your beard look like this? The beard's looking crazy. I can't believe how big it's gotten. I hope to grow it down to like here by next year. Let's see. Yeah, like right about there. Imagine right there. And then I might square it up. Joey, have you considered the UFC would be adding seats to the Apex to make the crowd like more like a standard fight? I actually made an entire video on it 2 years ago. But then construction got pushed back. I believe that's exactly what they're doing. But I still think it's going to be shit. I don't think it's going to be like a standard fight night. I don't think they can add 1,000 seats to there. If a rich person donates you $1, that's a poverty donor. But what if someone from a third world country sends you $1? Would that be a poverty donor? No, it would not. Really, the only poverty donos come from Overlap and Pat. We just call them poverty donos just for the hell of it. Thoughts on Conor McGregor's and ties with the Mafia? Wouldn't shock me, bro. Would not shock me at all. Look, enough people don't talk about it. I think Conor's a piece of shit. People say I defend Jones, and they obviously haven't listened to what I say. I think Jones is a piece of shit as well. But I think people grossly over-exaggerate what he's done. So it kind of lightens up the point. I think Conor's a total piece of shit. There's no doubt in my mind. Conor gives me, what's the word I'm looking for? He gives me blank vibes. He gives me grapey vibes. Alcoholic fueled, coked up fueled Conor McGregor gives me, and especially considering he's rich and famous, he thinks he can get whatever he wants. I wouldn't trust that motherfucker. He gives me bad vibes. So, and that's just my take on reading a person without, we have some information on it. I'm going to make a video on it once I research it a little bit more. But Conor, from everything I've witnessed from Conor is the definition of money and fame changes somebody. But in a way, it just brings out who you truly are. I think Conor McGregor is an alcoholic cokehead who can't take no for an answer from anyone. Does that get to a certain illegal realm? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't say for sure. But I'm telling you, I don't feel like you end up with so many claims and then there's so many coincidences, like people making claims and next thing you know, their car's being firebombed, and it sucks because it's in Ireland, the reporting isn't great on it. Anderson Silva passed away. Don't you tell me that. Fuck you mean? Where'd you come up with that at? Don't ever say some shit like that ever again. Why would you even say that, bro? You scared me half to death. Some random Anderson Silva passed away. Joey, is Oliveira Chandler still on? I believe that it is. 100% I believe that it is. Ban him for the Anderson news? Yeah, I think he was just trolling. So I'm going to give him a 10-minute ban. Because there is somebody named Anderson Silva that did pass away in the BJJ community. So maybe he just saw that and ran to it. But yeah, to send some shit like that, I'm at least giving him a 10-minute timeout. If I knew for sure it was malicious, but there was something online about that. So, there we go. Tim, thank you for the 2 months of membership. Conor just wants out of his contract at this point. I believe so as well. I think he just wants out of his contract. Bro really said Francis is a bad person, but glazes Conor and Jones. I know. Dude sucks off Conor like it's going out of style. It was another Anderson Silva. Yeah, I saw it when I just searched it. How does MVP do at middleweight? I'll be right back. Hold on. Sorry about that, boys. I'm going to have to do that a couple times throughout the stream. Joe, who do you think would win, Hamzat or Belal? I'd probably pick Hamzat. Over Belal. I think I'm a big believer in Hamzat. I have been since the beginning. After like one fight, I thought there was a chance maybe he's just a fraud. And I was always cautious on Hamzat. Like I remember talking about him before the Burns fight. And I said I believed in him, but I thought there was still a chance that he could be a fraud. But, yeah, at this point, I would pick him over pretty much anyone. Nose blow break, yeah. Do you see Dana trembling in his foot trying to give a speech for Trump yesterday? I saw a clip of it. Current Luque versus pre-knee injury RDA prediction. I'd probably take Luque still. I'd probably still take Luque. I took Luque. That was a main event not that long ago. A fight night main event. What was that, last year? When was that? Let me actually look that up real quick. When was that? Luque. Vicente the Silent Assassin. Damn, there was only 2 fights ago. That was August of 2023. Damn, it's been well over a year. Joey sounds like death. Yeah, dude, I've been dying. These last... Sunday... I can't remember if it was Sunday or Monday. It says Monday on my stream, but I don't know if I streamed late. Does anyone know? I believe it was Sunday night into Monday morning. I told you guys on stream. It's a member stream now. But I told you guys on stream I felt a little off. And I believe it was Monday morning I woke up and I felt like, okay, oh no. And then Monday night, it really hit me. And then yesterday, I think, was the worst of it. I think was the peak of it. And now I'm on the come down, but I'm still pretty bad. It's weird. I'll look back on this when I'm not sick anymore, and I'll be like, damn, I'm so glad I'm not that way anymore. Hamzat literally has 6 fights in the UFC where he didn't get touched. Yeah, I'm a big believer in Hamzat. I think he'll be a future champion. So, can he get into America now? We'll see. You excited for Diaz Luque? No, when we get closer, I'll do a video on that, how garbage that is. When we get closer, I'll do a video on that. I might do a video on that this week, matter of fact. I don't know. So, dude, feel bad for Luque. Jeff Neal changed his life forever. I think he's broken, man. I think he's completely broken. It's sad, man. That Jeff Neal fight changed his career. And he's going to have to go do something after this. He didn't make enough money to support his family for the rest of his life. He's like in his 30s. So, who wins, Islam or Shavkat and how? I don't know, man. I have to see Islam at welterweight, but right now I'll take Islam. Right now I'll take Islam. I think Islam is the pound for pound best fighter in the UFC right now. Joe, your beard is leaning right. I know. I slept on it earlier after I got out of the shower. Thoughts on the election, Pimp? I just hope people stop talking about political nonsense now, man. I'm so tired of hearing about politics. I'm so tired of seeing it on Twitter. And that's the entirety of my thoughts. I don't fuck with any politician. I never have, and I probably never will. And yeah, I don't know. I find the cult like, what's the word for it? I find the cult like political leanings absolutely humiliating and embarrassing for a lot of people. And I don't know if it's just because I used to not be online as much until I started the channel, or it's just become more entrenched in the online. But people's obsession with forcing it into every single discussion makes me sick. Makes me absolutely sick. And I hope that ends now, that the election is over. That's what I hope. That's the only thing I can really say. Hamzat's title heir going to last for a while. We'll say, I hope he fights DDP next. I hope he fights DDP next. I'm sick of these fighters who talk politics every single interview. I know what you mean. Mainly Colby and Strickland, basically. Why are all these MMA YouTubers hating on you? I'm new to MMA YouTube game, but it seems as if everyone is a troll and they hate unbiased factual opinions now. I don't know who specifically you're talking about, but I do garner a decent amount of hate. But let me explain to you from my perception, okay? People who speak the truth, people who, what's the word I'm looking for? People who are authentic, okay? And they don't try to bend their perception or bend their opinion to fit along with everyone else, tend to get hated on. And for me personally, you know how Dana White talks about he likes getting, hearing bad shit and, likes getting shit on. It just motivates him. I don't know if that's true for Dana. I know that it's true for me. And so for me personally, there's almost like a fiending for just speak. Like, I love speaking my mind. I would never warp it for anything. I would never warp it for anything or anybody or popularity or to not get shit on. And if you don't like it, I don't care. Fuck you. That's my thoughts. So I think a lot of people hear what I have to say a lot of time, and it's not in the majority opinion, so they get pissed about it. And what's crazy is these people know, especially if it's any other MMA YouTubers, and like even the people that come into chat, like, dude, look, if you're going to come into chat and spam political shit, immediate timeout. You're getting timed out, dude. Come on, I'm just going to give you a 1 minute timeout, but chill with that shit. I just got done saying we don't want to talk about politics here. But anybody who's ever said this to me, whether it be a viewer in a comment section, in a live chat, maybe any other MMA YouTuber who has said it about me, they'll say, Joey is a contrarian for views. And that is simply not true. If you know anything about YouTube, if you know anything about MMA, some of the opinions that I espouse, some of the things that I break down, some of the narratives that I'm on the opposite side of because I use fact-based analysis only hurts the channel. It genuinely hurts the channel because at the end of the day, the majority of the MMA community wants to live in an echo chamber. I would give anything to be able to have a secondary YouTube channel for MMA and do the same style content I do now, but pander to all the popular opinions. I would bet my life. I wouldn't be able to do that because I wouldn't be able to look in the camera with a straight face and do it. But I would bet my life I probably have 100K subs right now. And maybe that's wrong. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But that's my take on it. Well, I don't care. We're not going to name any YouTubers. I don't care about any of that. So, NPC Joey. Joey, your beard lineup is on point. Raising the beard line up higher works for you, barber, or yourself. What do you mean? You think I raised it up higher? It's just growing up here now. But yeah. Anyway. Just finished watching Joey's latest video on 309. Y'all should check it out after the stream. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate you, Greg. It's actually doing well. Let me actually see how well it's doing right now. Yeah, it's doing well. It's actually doing really solid. I went on a little bit of a rant there. Sorry about that, guys. I always talk about it because people ask me about it, so why wouldn't I talk about it? Islam and Ilya is a good fight, but Ilya doesn't deserve it yet. Yeah, Ilya's got to earn that shit. I want to see him clean out the featherweight division. I was looking forward to the elections ending, but I completely forgot regardless of who wins. People from the other side complain about the results and stories on IG. So annoying. This is the last thing I'm going to say about it. Every election for my lifetime, the result is the end of the world. I've seen it time and time again. And I've only, been an adult for a couple elections now, right? And yeah, that's crazy. And every single election, I remember people saying, "Oh, if this person gets in, it's the end of the world." Now, at some point, that's going to be right, and I'm never going to see it coming. At some point, it's going to be right, and I'm never going to see it coming because I'm just going to be, oh, it's the same shit. So at some point, that's going to happen. An election will mean the end of the world. But right now, for me, it's the boy who cried wolf. I'm sure it'll be fine. I hope that it's fine. But it's every election's the end of the world. Usually it's not. But we'll see. One day I'm going to be wrong. Not going to lie, Tom is the conversation for the most overrated fighter. People act like after he beat John or Francis, he struggled with Gon. Yeah, he's definitely overrated. But that doesn't mean he doesn't deserve a title shot. So, Joey, I don't know what that means. So, okay. I'm sick and tired of politics. Finally, Joey here to save the day. I know. Me too. I'm tired of hearing about it. 138, only 37 likes. Yeah, if you guys could like the stream, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It was a disgrace to see Dana talking during the victory speech. I just seen a clip of him shouting out a bunch of influencers. And what that told me is exactly what I told you guys before. I told you in a video for my top takeaways. The whole Trump UFC shit was nothing more than like a campaign for Trump from Dana White. That's all it was. He showed up at other events, but it's all about a campaign thing. It's all about a campaign thing. And I got a lot of shit for saying that too. People are like, Joey this, Joey that. Take some EPO and you'll be better. That's true. The Silva content was not malicious at all. I just realized it's another Silva, but still sad. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Live your life and F politics. World controllers will do what they plan to do. You thought Dana was going to bring up Jon Jones. Wouldn't shock me. Trump was going to get glazed at winning at 309. Wouldn't shock me either, but it wouldn't shock me if he doesn't show up. Let's see if that's a hot take. It wouldn't shock me if he doesn't come to 309 because he's already got what he's needed. I'm curious how it influences the antitrust lawsuit. Joey, this benefits the UFC, right? Because they can bring in whoever they want to fight in the UFC. I don't know if that's the way it works. But that could be. At the end of the day, the president has a lot of power. They can call in favors. But as far as I know, it's not like the president has full ability to grant visas. But we'll see. I don't know. If it's in New York, he'll show up. We'll see. So. He showed up before when he was president, whenever the BMF came out. But yeah, definitely helped his campaign. Yeah, it was all about the campaign. But yeah, I know I was there. I was actually there live. Can't believe the guy that's shown in the UFC broadcast is the president. Love your last Stipe UFC 309 Shambles video. I had 2 of them this week. I dropped one on Sunday and one tonight. So if you guys haven't, go check it out after this. I'd appreciate it. It's doing actually pretty well. 309 content's doing well. I believe Tom is untested. I don't think he's overrated. I think he'll pass Jones' test. I think Jones would smash Aspinall. Drew, do you like spewing out hot takes for the hell of it? No. I believe everything I say. I don't think anything I say is not backed by factual information. I'm just really good at analysis, and a lot of MMA fans are dumb as a box of rocks, so they can't even comprehend what I'm saying, you know? And that sounds tough, and I don't mean to insult any of you guys personally because you're watching the channel. Maybe you're not. But I believe a large portion, not all, but especially the online MMA portion, is so emotionally invested in so many fighters and so biased for so many fighters, and they can't comprehend when someone says otherwise. Like anything negative. It must be they only say negative things about fighters they don't like and positive things about fighters they like. So they look at everyone else as they're doing the same, even though it's not true. So, when will 310 announcement drop? Usman Shavkat 98% confident that's the new fight? I think so. Jones beat Aspinall when Stipe is done. He will have negotiation control. I think Jones beats Aspinall for sure. I'd be very confident Jones would beat Aspinall. So, I'm picking Jones, but don't count out Stipe's chances. Yeah, Stipe's an unknown at this point. A light heavyweight could beat Tom. It's possible. It's possible. That's a terrible take. Aspinall smokes every heavyweight except maybe Ngannou. Dude, Hypa, you just dick ride certain fighters, dude. Like, I don't mind you thinking that, but to act like you're 100% confident in that is crazy. Dude has 2 good wins in his entire career, and one of them was on short notice. So, where should Colby Covington be appropriately ranked UFC welterweight? He should not be ranked at all. He has no wins since 2022. He hasn't won since March of 2022. Chandler's going to finish Oliveira. We'll see. So, Joey, it's crazy you say that because when I look back at one of your videos, you said you spew out takes for the hell of it. I don't know what you mean by that. So I guess you're taking, if there's something like that, it must be you taking something out of context and running with it, but feel free. I can tell you're just a fucking weirdo who probably is in like every MMA community known to man. And you love me when we have the same opinion and our opinions align, and you hate me when I say something opposite of you in your personal opinion. So you cry like a little bitch whenever you hear something opposite, but that's not what a grown man does. Tim, thank you for the $19.99. Joey, I'm from Boston and very aligned with your takes and think politically as well. Thank you, brother, for the great content. Keep it up. I will, Tim. I will. Thank you, man. You must be a very common sense guy. A very common sense, critically thinking guy. So I appreciate you. Thank you for the $19.99. That's a lot of money to be throwing out willy-nilly. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you, Tim. And I'm glad to have somebody like you who look, you know, if we're so aligned that you're throwing out $19.99 to compliment me, you know what I'll thank you for? I'll thank you for when we're not aligned, you don't cry like a little bitch about it. And say, Joey, how could you say this? Because guess what? You're probably like me and you're probably a grown man. You're like, oh, okay. And you're probably thinking, okay, I wonder why he's saying this. Thank you for the $19.99. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you, Tim. Pole Milk Tim. And thank you for being a member. Appreciate you. Aspinall gets hit once in a fight. Oh, he got exposed. Aspinall gets hit in every single fight, even against... Let me just break this down. I don't even need to read the message. Let me just break this down for you. Jon Jones is better than Tom Aspinall everywhere. He's better in the striking. He's better in the wrestling. He has better fight IQ. He has better jiu-jitsu. The only advantage Tom Aspinall has is power. That's the only advantage. He went to the brink with Reyes and Smith. If you watch Jones' career, you know the perception of his opponent, he fights down to the perceived level of his opponent. I've been saying that forever. I think he smokes Tom Aspinall and he finishes Tom Aspinall. If you want to disagree, that's fine. But you haven't paid attention to his entire career. If you use the Dominic Reyes thing. Oh, he went life and death with Dom Reyes. Yeah, I heard that whole narrative. Who remembers when I bet on Jones to finish Ciryl Gane in the first 2 minutes? Who remembers those days? And I confidently picked Jones to beat Ciryl Gane. I got so much shit for that pick. Go back and watch. I did a stream the Friday before 285. I got, at the time, it was the most shit I ever got on the entire channel's history. That's how much shit I got for that pick. But hopefully we one day see it. I would love to see it. How does Jones beat Aspinall? I think he could outstrike him and finish him. I think he could take him down, beat him up, and sub him. I think he could beat him anywhere. I'd pick Jones over Francis Ngannou. But yeah, I think he'd beat Aspinall everywhere. Aspinall would have a first-round KO opportunity, and that's it. Jones is the best striker in the UFC, in my opinion. If he's still as good as he once was. He's the best wrestler in the UFC, and his jiu-jitsu is unbelievable as well. So, I hate to say it. You let your dislike for him cloud your judgment, or you don't watch. Joe, do you have a cold? Yeah, I'm sick. The heavyweight division sucks, dude. He has 2 good wins, and one was on short notice. The other guy, he's 1-1. He's 1-1 with Curtis Blades. If Chandler loses, that's low-key embarrassing. Joe, can you explain how Jones beats Aspinall? Let me explain to you how Jones beats Aspinall. Jones would outstrike him to a decision. Jones could find a fight-ending shot on the feet, whether it be a head kick or like a perfectly placed liver shot. Jones could maul Aspinall on the ground, beat him up with ground-and-pound shots, and eventually finish him there. Jones could point fight until Aspinall got tired, take him down and finish him on the ground with a sub or ground-and-pound. Or Jones could just mix everything together, mix in the clinch, mix in the striking, and beat him by decision. People thought Daniel Cormier was going to be the guy to out-grapple Jon Jones because Daniel Cormier is an Olympic wrestler, one of the best wrestlers in the UFC. Jones went out there in the first round and was dumping him around like his bitch. Look what he did to Ciryl Gane. Took Ciryl Gane down with ease. Ragdolled him down again. Aspinall's fought nothing but bums at heavyweight, which is the shittiest division in all the UFC. It's a shit division, okay? The only good win he has is Pavlovich, and that was on short notice. Curtis Blades, okay, not the only good win. 2 good wins. Volkov win is decent, but Volkov's improved vastly since then. People have overhyped Aspinall so bad. I hope he fights Gane next because I would pick Aspinall, but I think Gane could beat him, and then we could all have a good laugh. They paid Gane to take a dive. That's not even a funny take, man. That's not even like, we get it. You don't like Jones. We get it, bro. We get it, bruh. Yeah, his cardio's not even tested. You sound like Dana White, bro. It's just facts. It's just fact. Jones beats everyone, man. Jones beats everyone. But he's not pound for pound because of the inactivity. I remember the story. Thought I was watching a Dana White interview for a second. No problem, man. What was your pick for Jones Gane? I think I picked him via sub. Late round sub. I'm not 100% sure, though. But I was confidently picking him, and I bet on him to finish him in the first 2 minutes. I bet on him to beat him in the first 2 minutes. But that wasn't my pick. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can. I picked Jones 4th round TKO. And there's a chance that Jones is washed up now. There's a chance injury, 2-year layoff, inactivity for the last 4 years. There's a chance. But that's why we all have our own picks. Jones doesn't finish anyone on the feet. Tell that to Daniel Cormier. Is Jones the GOAT? Yeah. 1-1 with Curtis Blades? He is. That's a fact. That's why nobody takes Joey seriously. Everyone takes me seriously. That's why I'm the smartest person in the MMA community, brother. So, Joe, I don't know who Araujo is. Am I casual? No. As an educated adult, you think Jones fights Aspinall after this fight? Probably not. What I think Jones is going to do, right? Here's what Jones is going to do. I want you guys to, can you guys write this down on a notepad or take a note in your phone or screen record this? Jones is going to beat Stipe. Then he's going to retire for a bit. Then when Aspinall becomes undisputed champion and loses, he could lose his first title defense or maybe defend the title once and lose. Jones is going to tweet out talking shit and laughing. And then Jones is going to come back in like 2 years and fight the guy that beat Aspinall and beat him up. That's what I think will happen. So like hypothetically, let's go to UFC rankings. So hypothetically, I'm just going to make up a scenario here, okay? I don't know who the contender will be that beats Aspinall. Jones will beat Stipe, retire with the title. Aspinall will become undisputed champion. He'll probably fight the winner of Cyril Gane, Alexander Volkov, which happens at 310. And then if Aspinall loses that fight, Jones will come back to fight that winner. So if Volkov or Gane beats Aspinall, Jones will come back to fight him. Or let's say Aspinall defends against Volkov, Gane, and then the next contender emerges, maybe Jalton Almeida, and beats Aspinall, then Jones will come back and fight him. Or I think if Aspinall defends a couple times, Jones will still come back and fight him eventually. But ultimately, the heavyweight, if you've been watching the heavyweight division for any long period of time, no one holds on to the belt for too long. It never happens. Why do you think Stipe's so, highly touted as the greatest heavyweight of all time? He has like 3 title defenses. I might even be wrong on that. That's literally not even that crazy, but in the heavyweight division it is. Excuse me. So, dude, Hypa, you obviously weren't watching the sport then. Shogun was a bona fide light heavyweight at the time. It was an absolute killer. Gustafsson was an absolute killer. So, Stipe will TKO Jones. We'll see. Yuzefa, thank you for the 199. Trump will fix Hamzat visa issues. We'll see. So you're saying, thank you for the 199, Yuzefa. I hope so. I hope so that Hamzat can come to America. I don't know that it works like that, but I hope that it does. So you're saying Jones retires and ducks the interim? Yeah. I'm telling you, Jones will wait till someone beats Aspinall, and then Jones will come back and beat the person who beat Aspinall and then laugh at everyone. I'm telling you, dude, you can't doubt Jones. Jones is petty. Jones is later on in his career, so maybe he's changed, but the prime Jones would have come out against Aspinall and strictly boxed with him to prove a point. You guys never watched Prime Jones. I understand why Dana is so bullish on him, but pound for pound, he's not right with the pound for pound argument. He's wrong. Who gives Hamzat his biggest test at middleweight? Probably DDP. You're right, nobody holds the title. Yeah, and that's been historically accurate. Nobody ever holds the heavyweight title for that long. Ever. But mark my words, watch. I'm telling you, everyone's going to cry and whine when Jones comes back after retirement to fight the guy that beat Aspinall. Bare minimum, Jones is going to post a bunch of trolly shit online after Aspinall loses, 100%. Thoughts on Weasel saying he has Jones as 3 or 4 in his GOAT list? I don't give a fuck. That's my thoughts. I don't give a fuck. What do I care? I'm looking forward to what Jones does after the fight in the actual fight. Agreed. Jones waited 3 years for Ngannou to leave the UFC to come back. I don't know if that's exactly how it worked. Unfortunately, the UFC was being petty as hell with both guys. So, sucks. What do you think about Conor McGregor's grape allegations? Conor McGregor gives me grapey vibes, but it's all alleged. I'm probably going to do a video on it that's going to be demonetized. That'll be on my channel. I got to research it more, but I've been deathly ill, so I haven't had a chance, and that's a video that needs a decent amount of research to do. And then, of course, we have a big fight week coming up next week. So hopefully I can get it out tomorrow morning. Do you think Dana's going to try to? Are you making a video about MAGA extremist Colby recent remarks claiming he asked to fight Shavkat and JDM? I probably will. I got to blow my nose real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Do you guys want me to do... Was the Colby interview delusional enough to even do a video on? I haven't watched it. I just seen a clip. I know he's only calling out Shavkat because he knows Shavkat's already booked. Joe, you've been sick since Pereira versus Roundtree. What's going on? I wasn't sick around Pereira Roundtree. I'd lost my voice around Pereira Roundtree. But I got sick on Sunday, Monday, unfortunately. So, do you think Dana's going to try to fuck Ankalaev? 100%. I don't think they do Ankalaev. How exactly do you go about your research? Well, it depends. Like if it's depending on what it is, I try to find all source material. Like if it's certain clips that I found that I deemed interesting, I go and watch the full source material. I look up as many articles as possible and try to read them all and get fully, informed on the situation. And then I search around and see if anyone else has covered it, worth watching. If it's like the Conor McGregor assault allegations, I'll see if like Ariel's covered it or something like that. But usually he doesn't cover it because he's a pussy and he's in Conor's pocket. Stuff like that, If it was, I don't know. I can't even think of anything else. Another good example. Like, for example, the Conor Chandler stuff. When I was the only person making videos on 303, I was listening to Ariel's updates. Damn, now my nose is itching like crazy. I'm trying to hype myself up for this weekend's card, and it feels like I'm hyping myself up for disappointment. Yeah, I mean, this weekend's card's dog shit. I'm probably not even going to do a stream for it, especially if I still feel a little bit ill. I'm going to take some time off. Never watch Ariel, never will. Yeah, I don't really care for Ariel. I just hope Stipe doesn't lose early. We'll see. Joey, these new fans don't know Jones beat Shogun, Rampage, Rashad, Chael, Vitor, Glover, Prime Gus, DC, Lyoto, and beating New Gen like Thiago Santos. I know, bro. They don't know. I know they don't know, bro. They really don't know. Andy knows. Andy knows about that. Ariel covered Conor today. What did he cover exactly? What did he cover? Did he cover the allegations? Yeah, this card is dog shit. Yeah, it is. Joe, what if Jones defeats Stipe in round 1 in under a minute, then calls out Aspinall? I feel like that's possible. That'd be hilarious. There's a chance Jones is just looking for negotiation leverage. Joey, how do you think MVP does against top 5 at middleweight? He gets starched by most of them. He has no grappling, man. Adesanya would look like Nurmagomedov fighting MVP. Imagine what Hamzat would do to MVP. Oh, my God. So, I remember Ariel was on Steve-O podcast. Steve asked him about Conor's drug abuse, and Ariel said he doesn't report or cover stuff like that, which isn't necessarily true. I don't know. Ariel, I remember Ariel did an interview with Conor on ESPN many years ago, and this was around the time he had all these allegations and really didn't ask him anything about it. Really didn't ask him anything about it. And it was actually annoying. Very annoying. Joey, thoughts on Rashad? Jon Jones beat at the time Rashad was salty. Jones took his title shot after he got hurt. It was actually a very interesting storyline. Ariel posted a clip today on the Conor incident and went over with PT Carroll, who lives in Dublin. He claims Conor might be testifying in the coming days. It's going to be interesting then. The way Ireland puts out media coverage is very weird. Who's the bigger beta male, Strickland or Colby? I don't know. Probably Colby. I think Colby's actually a pussy. Like, I think he's actually a genuine pussy. So. I feel like Jones is going to win in like 33 seconds, then call Aspinall out. We'll see. Stipe, who knows where Stipe's at? Stipe could be decent. It's hard to know, though, because he's been out for so long. He's been out for so long. So. Colby's definitely a pussy, running away from Jorge, then calling the police. Total pussy move. I don't know if Conor's guilty. If you appreciate independent media, hit the like button. Yeah, if you could, I'd appreciate it. I really would appreciate if you guys could like the stream. I don't know how much longer I'm going to survive on here. But yeah. I'm going to work on the Colby video, but I might not record it till tomorrow when I feel better, hopefully. There was a time I backed up Stipe and liked him as a fighter, contrary to should I say no. I kind of feel bad for him because he's just doing what's best for him. He's just doing what's best for him. And it's just we don't like it. It's embarrassing. I felt bad for Stipe when he lost the title and they were trying to give a title shot to Brock Lesnar. I got to bring that up in one of my videos. Dana acts like, oh, Stipe deserves it. They were going to skip over DC for an immediate title shot after he lost his title by like kind of fluky KO. And they were going to give it to Brock Lesnar. What a joke that is. What an absolute joke that is. Who remembers that? I remember I was pissed. I thought they did Stipe so dirty. They had some fake WWE altercation in the cage. And didn't even give Stipe a post-fight interview. What a joke. I'll never forget that. Ray, thank you for the $2 super chat. Joey, happy or sad about the election? Neither. I am not one of these political cultists, as some would say. I don't trust any of these, candidates who run for political office. And I don't believe the world's ever going to end based on a political election. One day I'm going to be wrong. But as of now, I'm not. But one thing I can say I'm hopefully happy about, but we'll have to see, is I hope people shut the fuck up about politics now. Is what I hope for. I hope people shut the fuck up about politics. Is what I'm hoping for. So kind of happy, but wait and see. It was not a fluke. DC beat Stipe. Yeah, it was kind of fluky. But I know what you mean. But it was kind of fluky. Colby said Poirier was offered a lot of money to co-main at MSG versus him, but declined. I think Poirier would KO Colby. Poirier said he's never going to help Colby put any money in his pocket. I'm calling it out. Jones versus Stipe is going to be similar to Islam Dustin, where Jones dominates and Stipe has like one or two good moments. And people... Dude, I never realized if Islam didn't finish Dustin... They were going to act like it was a robbery. That's what people were going to act like. So good thing you got that finished. People were going to act like it was a robbery again. So. Also good Hamzat gets a visa. I don't know if that's how it works. What was Dana's justification going to be if he made DC Brock? I have no idea because Brock's last fight, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look it up real quick. He KO'd Stipe. What's crazy is Brock's last fight, he tested positive for PEDs. and hadn't won a fight in like 10 years, 8 years maybe. Because the one was overturned due to PEDs. So if you go to Brock Lesnar, it's crazy people really wanted Brock Lesnar just because of his body. I'm done. Yeah, so essentially Brock was on a 2-fight losing streak. Hadn't won a fight in 8 years. Coming off a PED suspension, and they were about to give him a title fight. I'll be right back. I got to blow my nose. Sorry about that, boys. What was Dana's justification? It was just going to be Brock was a star. 8 years with no win coming off a PED suspension. And this dude was going to give him a title shot over Stipe. So. Mark Hunt. Yeah, Mark Hunt. Who wins? Yuri, Jamal? Probably Jamal, honestly. Yuri's just too reckless, man. I told you once Yuri's chin got cracked, he was done for. Once Yuri's chin got cracked, I thought he was done for. So I'm just picking against Yuri forever now. I'm just picking against Yuri for here on out, basically, if he fights anyone decent. This is going to be my dinner. Feel better. Thank you for the $1.99. What's up, Joey? How are you feeling? I'm feeling okay. You want some tomato soup and grilled cheese? Sure. Sure. All right, this dude's always sending weird shit. So there we go. Boom. Joe, imagine this 313 Miami card. DDP versus Hamzat, Colby Masvidal 2, Moicano Paddy, Vittori Hernandez, Brady Neal. Sure. Never going to happen. The UFC doesn't build that good of cards anymore. Unfortunately. So, Joe, you can't call DC Stipe a fluke when DC beat Stipe in a rematch. He was beating Stipe until the body shots. I can't call DC Stipe a fluke because Stipe beat him in a rematch. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. It was a fluky KO. Let's be real. It was a fluky KO. And then he absolutely wrecked him in the third fight, too. So, maybe fluke isn't the right word for it. But, yeah. Romergine Silva, Bryce Mitchell. Who wins that? Bryce Mitchell gets destroyed by Jon Silva. I'm kind of surprised Brock didn't get an immediate rematch. He didn't want to come back. He didn't really want to come back. And the Alistair Overeem fight was bigger. Because, look, Cain Velasquez was going to whoop his ass again. I remember watching that live. I was so hyped for that fight card. I thought it was a banger fight card at the time. I remember thinking, and it really wasn't that good. Imagine I started a channel back then. The coverage that I would have over it would have me. I had no beard back then. I don't think I had any facial hair, even growing at that point in time. I was just a young little whippersnapper. I don't even think I had any hairs on my chin at this point when I'm watching Cain Velasquez Lesnar. Yeah, but Lesnar didn't want that smoke, and the Alistair Overeem fight was going to be humongous. What's crazy is he then pops for PEDs, and then he's never the same. Overeem on steroids was the best UFC heavyweight of all time. I'll die on that hill. The only guy who would beat Jon Jones is Overeem on PEDs. Is my thoughts. Was Brock going to get another title shot after Mark if he didn't test positive? It was chances were he wasn't even going to fight again. So it's like, it was iffy. Like UFC and Stipe, UFC and Brock were on kind of weird terms. I refuse to believe that Joey never had facial hair. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a full beard when he was an infant. Yeah, I didn't have any facial hair in like 2010. Nah, Overeem on steroids did not lose to Bigfoot Silva. That just shows me you don't know the sport, Hypa. That shows me, hey, everyone point and laugh at Hypa for pretending he's a hardcore long-time fan when he's a casual. That's funny. Bro just exposed himself badly in the chat. Andy point and laugh. I know Andy watching long enough. He knows. Overeem on steroids lost to Bigfoot Silva. Nope. Nope. Everyone point and laugh at Hypa. Everyone point and laugh to Hypa. And it's funny because I just said it out loud. I'm done. If you're a long-term fan, you know. You know. I'm telling you right now, I'd pick Alistair Overeem to beat Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall in the same night. So, stop looking up Tapologies and not reading them. Because what happened is Overeem came in. He beat up Brock, and he got scheduled to fight Junior Dos Santos for the heavyweight title. He tested positive for PEDs. And then from then on out became the melting man. Every fight, he was smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And so he never accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. And also, I don't know what the correlation is, but there's some type of correlation between chin and PED usage. And once you stop heavy PED usage, your chin just goes. Alistair Overeem, I gotta blow my nose again. I'm so annoyed right now. Alistair Overeem had amazing striking, had a granite chin, had nasty kicks, nasty clinch, had unbelievable jiu-jitsu, had great guillotines. He was basically invincible. But as soon as he popped, he started literally melting before our eyes. Hypa's a wannabe OG. I know. He talks about Jones' resume. It's funny because you see some of these dudes talking about like Jones and whatnot, and you're like, OG wannabe casual, dead giveaway. I can tell. Some people just look back at the resumes and try to pretend like they know. And it's just a dead giveaway. It's dead giveaway. So, it's actually very sad how Ngannou can't even go to UFC events because Dana hates him. Yeah, they definitely wouldn't give him any free tickets. Imagine he said he wanted to come and watch Jones Stipe. McGregor on short notice versus Chandler, never going to happen. Never, ever going to happen. At least in my opinion. When Ivan was on a main card initially with Jon Jones as well, I thought we were going to see eye pokes and a finish. Yeah. Leon said he wanted to come back and fight in March in the UK. Who should he fight? I say Brady, Jeff Neal, or fuck it, Protez. I think he should fight Brady. I saw Weidman's off the main card. Did you see it in my video or you just saw it by yourself? Joey, who wins? Arnold or Yair? Arnold. Is Oliveira really going to pull out? I don't think so. I think that's all fake news. I think that's all fugazi, as they say. As the young whippersnappers say. Fugazi. Saw it on UFC's website? Okay. Joe, who wins, me or you? Me. Have you seen this beard? I would treat you like Hamzat treated Robert Whittaker. Leon versus Brady fight night main event in UK doesn't sound too bad. I agree. I don't think Leon's going to want that fight. It's a bad matchup for Leon. I think Leon loses to Brady, to be honest. I think Leon loses to Brady, if we're being honest here. Look, dude, we already talked about this earlier. And you're just a weirdo. What's going on here? Hold on. Of course, more browser issues. You're just a weirdo for bringing in the politics shit and acting like I'm sad about a political person. So immediate timeout. I'll give you a shorter timeout to start off with, and then if you keep going, I'll give you a longer one. Nobody wants to hear about politics during an MMA chat, you fucking weirdo. I'd pick Leon, not going to lie. Didn't Leon say he wanted to fight in December? The fuck's he doing? I don't know. Brady's very underrated. You know why he's underrated? Can anybody tell me why is Sean Brady so underrated? I know why he's underrated. Does anyone else know why he's so underrated? Everyone like the stream? Yes. Ortega should retire. Yeah, Ortega's a scrub, man. Because he lost to Belal. Exactly. People acted like a loss to Belal was bad. I picked Leon by decision. I think Brady's cardio sucks. That's true. But Leon's cardio kind of sucks too. Because he lost to Belal and people don't respect him. Yeah, that's facts. That's all facts. I'm glad you guys easily picked up on that. Belal brutalized him. Belal whooped his ass. Belal really whooped him. I wasn't impressed with the Burns fight. Yeah, I think Burns kind of looked like shit that fight either. I know what you mean. I think it could go either way, but I just think Leon's shit. I think Leon's shit takedown defense, I think it would catch up to him. And I think Brady would get those takedowns and really be able to manage his energy on the ground. But I don't know. Leon doesn't have as bad takedown defense as I make it seem. But against elite level grapplers, he's fucked. Is kind of what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I kind of over exaggerate, if that makes sense, by mistake there. Like, yeah, his takedown defense is shit. But yeah, it's shit against elite level wrestlers. So let me clarify that. Brady would implement the pressure, man. Leon's not like known for his nasty KO power. Belal's good though. I know, but people thought Belal was bad. So they underrate Sean Brady for losing to Belal. For some reason, every welterweight champs look to have some potential to be GOAT status. I remember when Woodley had that vibe going on for him. I know what you mean. I think, excuse me. I think we're 2 wins away from Belal being on the GOATs list, in my opinion. Can't believe you picked Burns over Brady. I know I fucked up. I went back and forth on that one. I should have just stuck with the younger pick. Sometimes I overthink it, man. I don't think it was a bad pick in retrospect. Because you think that Oliveira starches Chandler? No, I think Oliveira does starch Chandler. Even though Chandler has a good chance, it's unlikely he wins. Yeah. Belal on the GOAT list. Who wins, Burns or Morales? I'll say Morales, man. I'm always picking the younger guy from now on. In fights like that where I'm like, it's 50-50, I'm picking the younger. Do you think Belal can be higher than GSP's legacy? Probably not, but maybe. I doubt it because he's so old already. And people are always going to just judge him on title defenses, even though he has a crazy good resume as it is. So, yeah. What am I checking? Colby said he's been inactive because he was trying to get Trump elected. What a joke. Like, he helped at all. What an absolute joke he is. Leon versus JDM will be a hell of a snoozer. I don't think so. I think JDM will try to walk him down and beat him up. If a dude is 35 and the other's 29, I always pick the younger one. It seems that way. But not always. Who had Belal beat besides Leon, who almost lost in the last 30 seconds? Who had Belal beat besides Leon, who almost lost in the last 30 seconds? Who almost lost in the last 30 seconds? Certainly not Belal. He ate one fucking elbow. Who has Belal beat? Sean Brady, Gilbert Burns, Leon Edwards, Damian Maia. That's crazy, dude. Belal has an excellent resume. Think Chimaev could have been the first three-weight champion, welterweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight? Yes. Yes, and more yeses. I think he would easily beat Pereira right now. I think he would destroy Pereira. So, Prime Luque too. Yep. Which one is more shit, 309 or 289? 289 was pretty fucking bad. I'll say 289. That was Nunes versus Aldana, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not looking it up, but I think it was Nunes versus Aldana. Co-main was Charles Benil, but the rest of the card was dog shit. I don't think Belal will have enough time to surpass GSP, but he can surpass Usman and Hughes. Agreed. I think he's already passed Woodley and Leon. I agree. I don't even think that's that hot of a take. People are too busy looking at title defenses and not overall resume. What he's done, his overall resume is incredible already. So, that's my take. Do you think Hamzat would beat Khabib? Damn, that's a fantasy matchup. Hamzat versus Khabib at 170. I'll say no. I was always super high on Khabib. I'll say Khabib would have the better gas tank to grapple like that for 3 rounds, 5 rounds. I'll say Khabib would win in the later rounds. Does Hamzat beat Jones, though? No, absolutely not. He'd never beat Jones. .310 is kind of falling off, too. Belal out. Diaz on the card. Kaya Sakura with no grappling. I know, man. We don't have any card to look forward to right now. There's nothing even... Like before, it was 308, 308. Get me to 308. Get me to 308. Please get me to 308. And now we don't have nothing. 310's good. But with the Belal Shavkat loss, it's heartbreaking. Low-key, Hamzat is better wrestling than Khabib. I don't know. Joe, I would not be surprised if UFC does Paddy Moicano as a main event in the UK. It would not surprise me either. It pisses me off when people say Khabib just laid on top of people. Dude, people have gotten mad because I've said this before. I think Khabib is the most exciting fighter in UFC history. And I got to blow my nose again. Sorry, boys. Anyway. But yeah, I think Khabib is literally the most exciting fighter in UFC history. More exciting than Conor McGregor. More exciting than Yuri Prohaska. Khabib, it hurt me to the soul when Khabib retired. I thought he was that exciting. And people were calling him boring, man. It was driving me nuts. Dude would take dudes down and beat the shit out of them. I mean, it was crazy how dominant he would be. So, but it is what it is. Nothing you can do. People are dumb. It's actually tough to argue with that. I'm with you. Joe had called the other day. Oliveira might pull out because he's actual what? They're rumors. Yeah, they're just rumors, though. We can't go off anything. Khabib didn't fight. Khabib fought some good opposition as well. He just retired early. I think we should be looking forward to the Tampa card. Tampa card's all right. I don't think it's anything crazy, but it's a decent card. Let me actually look on the UFC's website. That's the last fight card of the year. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the card. Sean Woodson, Fernando Padilla is pretty good. Tukos Tacos is on the card. Josephine Knutson, Pierre Rodriguez. Davey Grant, Raymond Tavares. Adrian Yanez versus Daniel Marcos. Manel Kopp, Bruno Silva. Vitor Petrina, Dustin Jacoby. Yoel Alvarez, Jakar Close. Michael Johnson, Otman Azaitar. It's a good card. Apparently, we've only trained striking with his coach in San Jose for a couple months a year, whereas Islam trains striking year round. That's what Javier Mendez says. That's wild. I heard 311 is in LA. Is that true? Because I'll attend it. Allegedly. Allegedly. Don't know for 100% certainty. Is it over for Rose or can she reinvent? It's over for Rose. It's been over for Rose when she left Trevor Whitman. It's been over for Rose since she left Trevor Whitman. That's a fact. Plus, Khabib had some boring fights. The Poirier fight was boring, in my opinion. The McGregor Gaethje RDA fights were fun, though. The Poirier fight was boring. I don't remember that. Not only were you fighting for Khabib's title, but you were also fighting to end his winning streak at stakes. I missed that. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Habib made Prime, RDA, Barboza, Johnson look like bums, yet their haters say he only has 3 good wins. Yeah, it's crazy. Joey, have you gone to a UFC event live, and do you think Dana would let you in? Why wouldn't Dana let me in? If I bought a ticket, yeah. I couldn't go there as a media member, I don't think. It's tough to get media credentials. They only let like people who are long-term media members go there. I don't think I'd be able to get media credentials. Which it is what it is. I mean, I don't think that really matters all that much. Unless I was sitting ringside and able to cover the event ringside, I wouldn't want to go anyway. Like if I was just sitting in the back. You know how many people get media credentials and go to those events? Like those guys you hear talking and asking questions at the end. And they're just bums, man. Most of them are bums. Like I don't mean, like I'm not even trying to shit on them, but like they don't make any money. And it's like, what's the advantage of even going there? Oh, you get to ask some questions. I mean, I'd have fun, but I'd be respectful, but I'd love to give some pushback. But at the end of the day, if you just show up day one and you're giving mad pushback, Dana's not going to be happy. Might we speculate about how GSP Hamzat would go? That'd be crazy. I have no idea. Joe, would you compete in power slap if you were slapping off against Baldy himself, except he gets the first slap live from the club in Mexico? Sure. Now, I'm not asking anybody to get me credentials, bro. 180 in chat, 72 likes. Yeah. Absolutely embarrassing, horrendous, humiliating. I don't know why you boys can't just like it up. It's not that hard. Let's see. I'm just seeing what the comments are. Seems like most people agree with me on that. The questions the media asks at the press conference are baffling. Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying as hell. Some of the dumbest questions and no pushback. Some of the dumbest pushback. Or no pushback, really. Dana will say the dumbest shit and nobody even... And it's funny when they do try to push back, they're awfully like, they sugarcoat the pushback a little bit. Except Kevin Iole recently. Joey probably eats a Dana slap like nothing. Any words on Derek Lewis? I haven't heard anything. I have not heard anything. Derek Lewis probably ate something bad in the locker room. Taco Bell gave him diarrhea, my guess. Would be my guess. I'll be right back, boys. Sorry, boys. And this is probably a horrible stream to watch. I'm doing my best here. I'm deathly ill right now on stream for you. This is what independent MMA media does. They get deathly ill and they still provide you with content. I'm literally on my deathbed right here. I may not make it through tomorrow. Are we in the worst era of the UFC? It seems like it. Seems like it, man. Middleweight division is kind of reviving again. Kaio, Fluffy, Hamzat, Shera. I agree, man. I'm with you. And you still have the old heads like Strickland and Adesanya. Joey, thoughts on this 311 card? Islam Arman 2, Valentina Valili, Yuri Hill, Wonderboy Prates, Vera Suda. I like it. I like it. I think it's a banger card. I wish they would put... I hope they put a really good card together. We have no card to look forward to right now. If we're being honest. We have no card to look forward to right now. So... it's heartbreaking. It's hard. I love looking out at a card and be like, oh, I can't wait for that one. Laughable outing by Aaron. Can't give away the first 2 rounds. Oh, my. I think her and Rose looked horrible. Well, first stand up and be thankful you have feet. Chandler's such a little bitch. I've already noticed too. I feel you. Who's next for your year? No idea. You're not looking forward to Figgy Yan? I am, but the card... I'm talking about a card in its entirety. Like the next big card with a bunch of good fights on it. Black Beast had to eat Taco Bell the day of the fight and proceeded to get the fight canceled from explosive diarrhea. Yep. That's what I'm thinking. I was so hyped for Max Ilya, and now it's like, fuck yeah. Max Ilya and Hamzat Whitaker. It's funny because in retrospect, as hype as I was, I knew all the outcomes. You know what I mean? I knew all the outcomes. Thoughts on Pereira starring in a movie? Don't care. Probably be a horrible movie. Do you think fight cards are going to suck like this moving forward, or will it get better again? It'll get better again, per here and there. I don't know if there'll ever be a long stretch of like fight card after fight card. That's just banger, which is unfortunate. I miss when we used to have stretches like that. I remember... I believe it was 182, 183. That stretch was really good. I think Connor Seaver was sandwiched in between there. Picked Hamzat sub round 1. Perfect, though. I picked Hamzat first round TKO. Ilya second round KO. What do you who do you think Bryce Mitchell is about to sign to fight? Maybe Jean Silva. That's what people keep saying. I don't know, though. I think Bryce does beat Yair. Bryce does beat Yair. Yair's just too weak, man. I think Bryce would throw him around with the grappling. Is what I think, at least. Yair's just a weak little bitch. There's no other way around it. It's just weak, man. But it is what it is, I guess. The way he looked against Ortega was embarrassing. Some people posting Bryce would have beaten Ilya if he didn't get the flu. I remember telling people going into that fight, Ilya was going to starch Bryce. Is Conor your favorite fighter? No. Yair's going to be like Ortega in a year. Crazy Yair beat Emmett. Emmett fucked up not grappling early and often. Yair beat the brakes off Emmett. That was for an interim title, too. Which is crazy. Beat the brakes off him and subbed him, right? Wasn't a sub? That fight is like a race from my mind. I can barely remember that. I can barely remember that fight. Does Izzy beat Imavov? Yes. I know people rumor Izzy Imavov for Saudi. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe. It could. Another day, another lady filing a case against Conor for... Yep. That's the truth. Dana's severely lacking on fight announcements. I don't know how we still don't have a 310 main event. How do we still not have a 310 main event? Imagine you have tickets. It doesn't make any sense. I'm glad I made the video when I did. Every time I think about waiting, I'm like, oh, no, I'm not going to wait because UFC's going to fuck me somehow. So I made that video 5 days ago now. Thank God I did. What's next for O'Malley, Sandhagen, Aldo? If I had to guess, if it's not Cruz, it'll probably be like Rob Font. Probably like Rob Font, I would guess. Maybe Sandhagen. I doubt it's Aldo. Maybe Sandhagen. But even then, I don't think they want him to lose. Thank you for the 199, Tay2. Appreciate the 199, bro. What happens to Stipe KOs Jones? They probably do a rematch. I talked about it in my video I just dropped before I got on here. I talked about it. I think it'll be a rematch. He's a veteran of the sport. No. Does Max beat Oliveira part 2? Probably not. I'd pick Oliveira over him. I thought Sean got a rematch. Was that a troll? It could happen. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. I'm so annoyed. I gotta blow my nose again. I'll be right back. This will be a horrible stream to watch back as I keep breaking and coming back. Sorry about this, guys. There's nothing I can do. I'm on the brink of death. Worst case scenario, Dana waits till MSG week to announce 310. I hope he announces it soon. I wish he would announce it tomorrow, to be honest. Good thing you speak fluent Stipe. Dude, Stipe's hard to understand. And it is funny to make Stipe jokes, but I actually feel bad, man. You really shouldn't make fun of someone's speech impediment like that. It really is fucked up. There's nothing he can really do about that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm sure he doesn't care that much, but people always talk shit about it. I feel like Stipe is a good dude. I don't ever feel right saying anything bad about Stipe, to be honest. Even though people think I do, enjoy it. It's all good. Stream is going well. Yeah, we're about an hour and a half in. About an hour and a half in, boys. I think we've done pretty well. But anyway, we're only going to go for a little bit longer. The Jones Glids by Dana is going to be horrendous fight week. It is, but it is what it is. How soon do you think Ilya will be back? I don't think he'll be back till spring of next year, which is unfortunate. I think they're going to try to have him defend his title in Spain next. That's what I think is going to happen. Dude, people were saying the captions were struggling with that Stipe interview. Stipe interview, the captions were having problems. Some problems. Are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm still sick. If I was like a 9 out of 10 sickness last night, I'm probably like an 8 now. 7 maybe. Probably 7. I had extreme body aches, chills, and I was sweating at the same time. It was horrible. It was horrible. Usyk versus Moreno, let's go. Usyk doesn't deserve that fight right now. I think if anything, you do Moreno, Royval too. Damn, bro, you seem to get sick frequently. I wouldn't say that's the case. I got sick twice this year. I got the flu, and I got COVID now. It is what it is. Nothing I can do. So, I used to never, ever get sick. Ever get sick. But it is what it is. I only call COVID. I only had COVID. This is the first time since 2021 I had it. I had it in 2021 one time. But it is what it is. If Jones loses to Stipe, what are the chances of Dana saying he's pound for pound in the post-fight? He definitely will. He'll promote a rematch. Is Chandler still fighting Oliveira? Yes. Moreno and Royval already have fought twice, so it'd be a trilogy. We'll run it back for a trilogy. So if Dustin and Colby was co-main at MSG, Colby would have went scorched earth at Jones at the presser. Colby can't talk shit about no one. Colby's a bum. But listen, boys, I am exhaustedly tired. I'm sweating right now. I dropped a new video before this stream that's a straight up heater. And I think that's the best we can do. I went an hour and a half for you guys while viciously ill. I'm hoping I'll feel better tomorrow. Go check out the video if you could. It's a great video about how UFC 309 just keeps getting worse because there is a legitimate fight cancellation that makes it look worse. And we talk about a couple other things going on with the card. I would appreciate it if you guys could go check it out. I would really appreciate it. I'll probably have a Colby video tomorrow. If the Colby interview is decent, I'll listen to it when I go to sleep. Or when I lay down, and I'll take some timestamps. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go get some rest. And that's it. I'm out of here, boys. Like the stream. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Thank you for your guys' support. Go check out the video I just linked in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Good.